Alright, you guys, this is Chapter 5 review, starting on page 1. We're working the odds of this review. So looking at number 1, it says DE is a mid-segment of triangle ABC. Find the value of x. I know if E is the midpoint and D is the midpoint, then this mid-segment here is half of the opposite side. We talk about in my class how if you're given the little one, you want to times it by 2 to get the big one. So x will be 14. Number 3 says find the length of AB. So it wants to find the actual length of this piece of line. And what I know is that if this is a perpendicular bisector, then this 3x plus 8 is equal to 7x minus 16. So you want to set them equal and solve for x, and then we'll go back and plug it in. So minus 3x, you get 4x minus 16 equals that 8. Add 16 to both sides, and you get 24 equals 4x, and then divide by 4. So x equals 6. It didn't just ask us to solve for x, it asked us to solve for the length. So we take that 6 and we plug them back in right there to the 3x plus 8. So 3 times 6 is 18 plus 8. 18 plus 8 is 26. Number 5, I know that if this line right here is equidistant and perpendicular to either side of the angle, then he's called an angle bisector. If he's an angle bisector, then the 5x minus 2 is equal to the 4x plus 5. Notice the directions ask us to solve for x, so we don't have to go back and plug in on this one. You just want to subtract 4x from both sides. You get x minus 2 equals 5, and then you add 2 to both sides. So x equals 7. Moving on to page 2. Let's go ahead and work this word problem here just in case you're having difficulties with it. It says solve for x given that BD is 4x plus 2 and AE is 3x plus 8. Assume B is the midpoint of AC and D is the midpoint of CE. So that tells me I've got a mid-segment. And if I've got a mid-segment, then you take the small one and you times it by 2 to get the big one, right? So we take that small one and we times it by 2 to get the big side. Alright, now we distribute and you get 8x plus 4 equals 3x plus 8. I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides, minus 3x, and you get 5x plus 4 equals 8. And then we subtract 4 on both sides. 5x equals 4, and divide by 5. So x equals 4 over 5. All we did there was take the small one times 2 to equal the big one, and then solve for x. Okay. This next section asks if it's possible. Is it possible to construct a triangle with the given side lengths? In order for a triangle to be a triangle, the two smallest sides have to add to be greater than the third. So we're going to add the two smaller ones and see if it's greater than the biggest one. 3 plus 4 is 7, and 7 is greater than 5. So this one's a yes. 17 plus 17 is 34. Is that greater than 33? Yes. Number 17, notice the two smallest sides are 6 and 39. Do those add to be greater than the 43? 6 plus 39 is 45, so yes. Okay. This next section is possible lengths of the third side. Possible lengths of the third side. That means I'm trying to think about how long that third side needs to be. Well, remember, the two smaller sides have to add to be greater than that third side. And so there's a lot of possibilities. Whenever there's a lot of possibilities, we always write a lot of possibilities in math as an inequality. But there's also going to be a lot of possibilities below x. So this is going to be the setup of all types of problems where you have possible lengths of the third side. There's going to be a small number, and then x is going to be any possibility in between there, and it's going to cap off at the big number. How you get these two numbers is you subtract the sides that you're given to get your small number, and you add the sides that you're given to get your big number. So for instance, number 19, you want to add 6 plus 9 is 15. So that'll be the top end of the possibility of the sides. And then you want to subtract. 9 minus 6 is 3. So that'll be the bottom end of your possibilities. Looking at 21, I know x is going to go in the middle. Your inequality arrows always go that way. I'm going to subtract. 18 minus 9 is 9. Then I'm going to add. 18 plus 9 is 27. This last one's a little complicated because the units are different. Do you see how 22 has inches and 2 has feet? So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and turn these guys into inches. 2 feet has 12 inches in each feet. So you're going to take 2 times 12 to get 24 inches. So my two sides are 22 inches and 24 inches. I'm going to subtract them to get 2. And then I'm going to add them to get 46. And those are in inches. Okay. That's it for pages 1 and 2 of your Chapter 5 review. Next we'll do 3 and 4. Please remember to come into tutoring if you have any questions.